All right, so there you can see the grade right up there. Seems like we're recording okay. Again, I don't like this head strap. It's also one of those goofy days too, so I've got my toque, knitted cap if you're not Canadian, beanie, whatever you want to call it, for you non-Canadian people. So I'm sweating like crazy because I got my toque on. Oh, that wasn't fun. So the grade is up there. All right, back on the grade. So the grade's through here. So you can see the western, northern side of this embankment. Sorry for the huffing and puffing. I try to stay in shape, but going up and down those washouts is not easy. The biggest one that you'll see, kind of like the one at the start of the first segment. I don't know if there's a difference, but the one at the start of, sorry, the one that's coming up ahead, what did I measure? 40 feet. It's a 40-foot difference between the grade and the bottom. A little crazy to go up and down. Hey, we're back in the cut. Here you can see indentations from the ties. Like, look at them all here. All right. Very, very well preserved grade here. It's going to be so nice when we get to that big washout on the other side of that. It's easier to walk. Again, you can see the height of the cut here. Not as big as the last one we went through, but still, I mean, that's a lot of material to move. Again, all the indentations. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. I'm trying to point my head down as much as I can. Again, hopefully you can see those indentations, right? And you can see the clumps of moss. Again, hopefully this is turning out okay, because I'm not coming back through here. I think once is enough. Again, if I was younger, it might have been a little easier. This is a lot like I experienced in my early years when I was doing the PD, the Port Arthur, Duluth, and Western. You're walking through the bush and it's all grown in, and you're going over logs and branches, and you know, there's kind of this little trail kind of where the grade was. It's kind of a good day to do this too. It's cloudy. It's kind of a bright, cloudy day, bright overcast. So if it was sunny, you would not be able to see anything. It'd be all washed out. So here again, you can see one of these washed out culverts. Again, I know that they use this road or parts of this road in the years afterwards, right? Makes, you know, it's a railway grade, right? So makes a nice access. So I don't know how long they used it for. And I don't know if those were washed out naturally or if they were taken out. This return trip is going to go a heck of a lot faster. Now the only thing that's on my mind right now is we hopefully going to use the drone right to when we get to our destination. You're going to see why I forgot to charge the controller. I'm going to be a little miffed at myself if the battery is dead and we can't use it. Charge the batteries for the drone. I always forget the controller. Hey, look, there's another washout. I'm so tired of going up and down these things. It's seriously killing me. So again, I'm assuming that these were all possibly box culverts, wooden box culverts. And then they eventually washed out over time. Especially, you know, there was a, as you're going to see, there were upgrades that were done to this line during the Canadian government railway days. But I'm sure they didn't get to everything. And once they decided that they were going to abandon this section of line, there was no point in doing any upgrades to it. I'm just trying to keep my eyes open because there is one of these, excuse me, where there was a bridge, or it was a box culvert or something. They called a bridge, and there was a slow order on it. So we need to make sure we kind of talk a little bit about that. So easy for the dog. She just goes under. Okay, it's coming up in a couple hundred meters. The bridge. Maybe less than a couple. All right, so we'll do this and then we'll check the battery. So this spot here shows up. So this is again one of these washed out sections. This shows up on a on the 1924 and 1925 timetable. There's one here and there's one on the other side of the Dog River north of Dona Station, and it basically shows a slower order here and basically says that there's a slow order. It's a 6 mile per hour slow order, and I'm guessing because there's some sort of issue here. Now it doesn't look like there's a bridge here. I don't know what's going on here. I'm guessing there was a box culvert under here, because again you would see bridge piles and you would see this kind of open. Again, we don't know what was done after the fact. Again, they did use this as an access road, so you can see the water kind of coming out here. And I don't know if you can make it out. There's some timbers down there. Looks like some pins in there. So could have very well been a wooden box culvert. And so again, maybe there was some sort of deterioration and they didn't want to replace it because essentially they were going to be, you know, abandoning the section of line anyway. So there was a 6 mile per hour slow order on this section here, right where this bridge is. So we'll show you that. We'll show you that timetable. Okay, so we're up on the other side. Let's pause here for a minute and check the battery and then keep moving forward.